Hi everyone, welcome back to my UGC NET Criminology series. In the last series, we studied about the meaning and different forms of domestic violence with examples. Knowing only the meaning is not important. Every type of crime studied by you without learning its law structure is a waste. Hence, make sure that whenever you learn about a specific crime, you go through its law structure as well. In today's series, we are going to learn about the law structure of domestic violence. Law structure means the system in which laws are created, arranged, and applied in society. It includes different rules, sections, procedures, and authorities that work together to deal with problems like crime. Without a proper law structure, people won't know what is wrong, victims won't know where to go, and offenders may escape punishment. Law structure plays a very important role in dealing with crime. First, it helps in defining crime clearly. Not every bad act is automatically a crime unless the law says so. Second, it ensures fair treatment. Everyone, rich or poor, is judged under the same legal rules. Third, it provides a step-by-step process. Complaint, investigation, trial, and then punishment. And finally, it ensures both protection of the victim and punishment of the offender. Now let us understand domestic violence in terms of law structure. In India, domestic violence is handled through laws that protect the victim, like Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, and laws that punish the offender, like BNS 2023. Now let us focus on BNS 2023. The law does not directly use the term domestic violence. Instead, it uses the concept of cruelty. This means that law focuses on the behavior and its impact rather than just the label. Under Section 85 of BNS 2023, if a husband or his relatives treat a woman with cruelty, it becomes a criminal offense. The punishment can include imprisonment, fine, or both. Now comes the most important part. What exactly is cruelty? Section 86 of BNS explains it in a major two ways. First way includes serious physical or mental harm. Cruelty includes any behavior that can drive a woman to suicide or cause serious injury to her body or mental health. The second type of cruelty is related to money or dowry. If a woman is harassed to bring money, property, and valuable items, it becomes cruelty. Even if there is no physical violence, the pressure and harassment itself is enough to make it a crime. Under this structure, the law punished the husband and his relatives. This means that the law is mainly designed to protect married women within the household. The main aim of the BNS approach is to punish the offender and ensure justice. BNS mainly focuses on punishment and not immediate protection. For example, it does not directly provide shelter and does not give instant financial support. That is why another law works alongside it, and that is Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. This law focuses on safety, protection, and support for the victim. Now let us understand this act in detail. This act was enacted in the year 2005 and came into force on 26 October 2006. It was introduced with the main aim of providing protection to women from domestic violence and ensuring that they can live a life of dignity and safety within their homes. The structure of this act is also important to understand. It consists of 37 sections and is divided into 5 chapters. These chapters deal with preliminary provisions, the concept of domestic violence, powers and duties of protection officers, procedures for obtaining orders, and other miscellaneous provisions. Unlike criminal laws that mainly focus on punishment, the Act is civil in nature and focuses more on protection, relief, and support for the victim. Now we will learn about the salient features of this Act in detail. The first important feature is that the Act provides a very broad definition of domestic violence. It does not limit to physical harm but also includes emotional, verbal, economic, and sexual abuse. This is very important because many forms of violence are not visible but still cause serious harm to a person's mental and emotional well being. The Act covers all domestic relationships. This means it is not limited only to married women. It also includes mothers, sisters, daughters, and even women in live-in relationships. This makes the law more inclusive and practical in addressing real-life situations. The Act also provides the right to reside in a shared household. This means that a woman cannot be thrown out of her home, even if she does not own the property. For example, a husband or his family cannot legally force a woman to leave the house. This provision ensures that women have a sense of security and stability. The Act empowers the court to issue protection orders. These orders are meant to prevent the abuser from committing any further acts of violence or contacting the victim. This gives immediate safety and protection to the woman. The Act also provides for residence orders. The court can allow the woman to continue living in the house or even direct the abuser to leave the house. This ensures that the victim is not forced to suffer or become homeless due to actions of the abuser. Next important feature is monetary relief. The Act allows the victim to claim financial support for medical expenses, loss of income, and daily needs. This is crucial because many women are financially dependent and may not be able to support themselves after leaving an abusive environment. The Act also provides for custody orders where the magistrate can grant temporary custody of children to the woman. This ensures that children are protected and remain in a safe environment along with the mother. In cases where the victim has suffered mental or emotional trauma, the court can also grant compensation orders. This recognizes that emotional suffering is as serious as physical injury and deserves legal recognition and remedy. To make the process easier, the Act provides for the appointment of protection officers. These officers help the victim in filing complaints, approaching the court, and accessing legal remedies. They act as an important link between the victim and the legal system. The Act also recognizes the role of service providers such as NGOs and other institutions. These organizations can provide shelter, medical assistance, and legal aid to the victim, ensuring that support is available beyond just the legal process. And the significant feature is that the procedure under this Act is simple and speedy. The law is designed in such a way that victims can get quick relief without going through long and complicated legal processes. This is important because delays can increase the suffering of the victim. Finally, although this Act is civil in nature, it has a strong enforcement mechanism. If the abuser violates any order given by the court, it becomes a criminal offense. This means the person can be arrested and punished. This provision ensures that the orders of the court are taken seriously and followed properly. I hope all of you understood this topic in detail. If you have any doubts, you can ask that in the comment section below. Do not forget to answer the practice questions given in the description box. Please do subscribe my channel and keep learning more.